Check, 1, 2. Yeah! Hi, my name is Torsten Borg. I live in a town called Kokkola in Finland. I'm 17 years old and I play guitar. So I recently got a deal with Manne guitars. Thank you very much. I'm really thankful. I just can't describe how thankful I am. I kinda want to give you something back. So I decided to make a video about it and tell a bit of myself, and I'm gonna tell my whole musical story. So it's like this long. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. My family isn't really musically gifted, right? It all comes from my daddy's side. My dad and my grandfather and my grandfather's father, they all sang in choirs. And my dad has played some kind of instrument too. I don't know what it's called. So basically, my dad listens to a lot of blues. He's kind of a blues freak. I grew up with listening a lot of blues, and I'm really glad about it. Thank you, Daddy. And it's something like with the blues that just gives me something, you know? I get a feeling when I hear blues. And that's the whole thing about music. You get a feel of the music. And I just feel the blues. The first years of my life, I just grew up listening to blues. When I was 5 years old, my grandmother and grandfather sold their house, and my sister and my brother and all my cousins got 100 euros each. And you know, for a boy who is 5 years old, that's pretty much money. So I was thinking about, yeah, I should buy a guitar. I'm such a music freak, why not buy a guitar? And I bought my first guitar. It was a nylon string. Epiphone, I think. I got home, I just asked Mom, have you any papers or notebooks on chords or something like that? And she had this book with chords, and I started with a D, and it took a while, some minutes, and then I got the D. I played an A, practiced for a few minutes, and then I got the A, you know? And then I played D and A. I played D and A all day long, yeah. So a year or two went and I bought my first electric guitar. It was a Harley Benton guitar. I bought it from Toman, and it was a really shitty guitar. I received that guitar and it was like a bundle, so I got a amp with it. It was like 5 watts or something, and then my friend learned me how to play Smoke on the Water, and it took a few minutes and I learned it, and I was like, dude, I rock! I was like, I kick ass! I'm rocking! I can play Smoke on the Water! I went home and I just started to practice. I practiced a lot of electric guitar. I just played the guitar. And that was the period of time that I learned a lot electric guitar. I just played and played and played. And I actually built my first band too. And the only song we ever played with that band was Smoke on the Water. And we could only play the riff. We couldn't do anything else than play the riff. So that was kind of sad. At this time I was probably 10 years old. But then I worked and got a pretty lot of money, and I bought my second electric guitar. I remember I said to my dad, please, can I buy a new electric guitar? I really want to learn this time. He let me buy a new guitar, and I bought my guitar and I played a lot. I really played a lot of electric guitar and I learned even more. Then I went to high school, to 7th grade, and we have this week that we have to work, you know? So I went to work at a music store, and at that music store I found an acoustic guitar. It was a Walden acoustic guitar, steel string guitar, and I really liked it. It wasn't that expensive, so I bought it, and I played a lot of acoustic guitar. I just played a lot of acoustic guitar. And at this time, I really started to listen to music. I listened to a lot of music, a lot of different styles, and especially like guys who played acoustic guitar. So I learned a lot, and I would start to like sing. And at this time I was maybe 14, so I started to sing. I don't think I was any good at singing. I just did it. I bought a microphone. I think it was a Shure SM57, an interface, and I just started to record, and I recorded a lot, and I just recorded more. I recorded even more, and I could be there for hours. I could be there for hours. It wasn't a long time before I got the home studio gear that probably 2 months or something, that I made a YouTube account, and I started to upload videos on YouTube. I started to upload covers. I started to upload when I played guitar. I started to upload silly things, really embarrassing things, and I wanted to do it. I just was so inspired by YouTube and how it works. YouTube is just a phenomenal thing, and I just like it really much. This went on for 2 years probably. So at 9th grade I was like, what am I gonna do next year? What am I gonna do? And the only thing I knew was that I didn't want to go to college, didn't want to study. I just wanted to do the things I like. I just wanted to do recording stuff, and I just wanted to play guitar and just wanted to sing. And after 9th grade, where I was thinking about what am I gonna do next year, I just decided I'm gonna go to a sound engineering school, and I'm gonna do that. I moved 200 kilometers from Kokkola, where I live. When I got to the school, it was so great. All the people there, things I got to do at the school. We learned soldering cables, and we learned how to record stuff. We learned mixing, and we learned all kinds of things. And I was at that time too uploading videos to YouTube. I had my own gear with me, and I would like do really hard work to get those videos right. Then the exciting part starts to happen. I met my computer with some friends, and we just see that Idols is coming. Idols is coming to Finland again. And I'm like, should I go to Idols? And the other friends were like, no way dude, that's just embarrassing, don't do it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded a plane. Touchdown in the land of a dead blues, in the middle of a pouring rain. And I got in. I passed through the first step. So the next round came in Idols, and I got through all 3 steps. It's like the Hollywood weekend in American Idol. It's called Theater Weekend here in Finland. So there's like 3 days where you have to sing in a group, by yourself, and with a band. I got through all those rounds, and I was in top 15. To be in top 15, I was like, man, this is unbelievable. This is like a dream come true. And I just remember that I wanted this so much. I wanted to do this so much. And I got through the semi-finals. So I was in top 10, and that was just huge, I was 16 at that time. So for a 16-year-old young boy from Kokkola on the west coast of Finland to be in top 10 in Finnish Idols is just huge. And something amazing happened, Now I took 3rd place in Idols, okay? I took 3rd place, and that's huge. And I still really can't believe that I did that. And now when Idols ended, crazy things are just happening, okay? People didn't know me on the streets until Idols, Now when I go to the store or the town, people is like staring at me, and some are like asking autographs, and it's like I'm kind of getting used to it now, but in the beginning it was like, this is kind of cool. And but it wasn't just that people knew me. I knew that people is gonna forget me if I don't continue with what I'm doing. So crazy things are starting to happening. You know, I got a deal with Universal Music Finland. I've made an album. You know, that's crazy. The album is coming out in the beginning of this autumn, of 2012's autumn. In the beginning, really soon. And yeah, crazy things. I got to work with one of the best musicians in Finland. I got to work with really good people and make this album in a short period of time. And then this guy from Nord Sound Guitars contacts me and says, hey, do you want to do a deal with Manne Guitars? Then a couple of weeks went, I was doing the album and I was doing a few gigs. And then I contacted the guy and said to him, can you come where I live and take a few guitars with you, and then I'll just test the guitars. And he took 4 acoustic guitars with him, and I fell in love with all the sounds, you know? I liked all sounds of the guitars. But then I got this guitar that I have now. I picked it and he just put a microphone system in it. I just love it. The picking is so great. You know, you pick that guitar with your fingers and it just sounds amazing. And just the Manne guitar, when I pick it, it's just phenomenal. And the strumming is really okay too. I mean, that could be better on that particular guitar, but the picking on that particular guitar is just so great, and I just love it, absolutely love it. Yeah, I got that, and I have done many gigs with it now, and I just love it. It just feels so great on stage. I can rock out, and I can kick ass, you know? I just love it. So that was kind of my long story short explained. I'm gonna tell you a bit of my future plans. So I got the album recorded, it's almost finished, and it's gonna be out in the beginning of the autumn. And I'm so excited because it's my first album, and you know, I'm like a little boy in a candy store, you know. I just want, you know, I'm just so excited. I hope and pray that people is gonna like the music on the CD, so I just could make another one, because I'm this kind of guy who I think just so much in the future what I'm gonna do. And I'm like every day I'm like writing new songs to put in another album. I'm just thinking all the time about my next album, what it's gonna sound like. And I'm making music all the time. I'm this guy who makes music every day. And I write songs, and that's so fun. I just like it. I have this gift. Someone has given me this gift. You know, it may be God, it may be someone else. I believe that it's God. And I'm stupid if I don't use this gift to praise the one who has given me it. You know? I just want to make music. I just want to play the guitar. I just want to sing. I just want to record. I just want to do it. And I just want to spread love, spread like happiness to people, and I just want to do it. I really love this. And I know the music business is hard, especially now. It's really hard. It's a rough business, and it's really hard sometimes. And some people say that you gotta come into this in the right time and you gotta do the right kind of thing, and I don't believe in that. I believe that if I believe in myself and if I really want to do this, it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. And it may be tough sometimes, but it doesn't matter because I like it. I want to do it. If I didn't want to do this, I wouldn't do it. And I'm probably gonna do bad stuff and good stuff in the future. It doesn't matter. I just love music. I am Torsten Borg, and this video ends here.